What's up guys, this is Coach Donny from Elevate Yourself, where we change lives through volleyball, training, and inspirational content. Welcome to my volleyball coach reaction to Haikyuu Season 2, Episode 23 and 24. If you're new to this channel, I'm a volleyball coach, volleyball player, and personal trainer who provides volleyball tutorials, jump training workouts, and other cool volleyball videos. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for more content. If you're wondering why I'm doing episodes 23 and 24, during my last reaction video, some of the fans suggested that I watch both 23 and 24 together for more continuity and it would enhance my viewing experience. So I appreciate the suggestion. Before I made a decision, I wanted to consult my trusted Patreon community and I took a vote and let them decide whether I should continue my one episode per week or for this one time watch episodes 23 and 24 together but post it 2 weeks later since that would take a little bit more time to edit. As you can see, they voted for me to do the combo episode reaction. If you want to vote for video topics like that one, participate in monthly live Q&A sessions, and many other exclusive perks, then sign up for my Patreon linked in the description box. I apologize that my voice is still a little scratchy. We are still in the thick of our summer training camps and I'm still yelling and coaching every day, but I still have enough energy to do these Haikyuu reaction videos with you guys. I think this is why I'm so drawn to Hinata, because when he trains by himself, subconsciously it reminded me so much of myself and how much dedication he put in on his own time and didn't make any excuses for himself as to how he could make himself get better, even though he didn't have access to a volleyball court or a training partner or even a coach. I'm glad you enjoy my dry, sarcastic sense of humor. Sometimes I just say things in the moment, and honestly, half the time I'm just entertaining myself. This is why I love Yamaguchi's story so much, because it's probably the most relatable to majority of us who are not born with that natural killer instinct like Michael Jordan or Kerry Walsh. Having anxiety and struggling under pressure is a very common human experience, and someone like Yamaguchi really gives us all hope that we can overcome our own performance anxiety if we put in the right type of work. It took me a while to actually get emotionally invested in watching Haikyuu. I would say about maybe halfway through season 1, because there was just so much information to learn and everyone's backstories, and honestly it was just very confusing. So I appreciate you, all of you, being very patient but also very supportive by helping me learn everyone's story and keep up with all the names, the backstories, and small details so I can be more engaged with Haikyuu. If you've been enjoying my Haikyuu reaction videos, make sure you check out my volleyball commentary on the current Tokyo 2020 Olympic Volleyball Games. I posted my first one last week and I commented on the match between USA and France, so make sure you check out that video linked below. Now let's get this double Haikyuu party started. Alright, here we go. Starting off with episode 23. Sometimes as a coach you find yourself repeating yourself very often. And I like that they're accepting the fact that Hinata is just going to score his points and you can't focus on that. You got to focus on what you can control, which is your serving and your belief in yourself. Interesting that Mad Dog did not participate in that cheer with the team. Yeah, dedication to defense, and then someone will transition. Ooh, arch enemy. The team that is created to be your greatest competition. So poetic from Takeda Sensei. And Daichi was still with a big old bruise on his face. Oh, I like that sound, like the character selection on a video game. That's a cool reference. And then to the intro, I'm learning the timing of this. I think I'm gonna download this song. I really like this song actually. This one is called Team. And this music is getting even more intense. Powerful serve. Oh, Mad Dog actually passed that one. That was a good line hit. Oh, you knew that was K-pop serving with his serving routine spin ball pattern. And I like that Suga's just always engaged from the sideline, always finding ways to help his team, whether he's on the court or not. Let's see if they've adapted to K-pop's power. Ooh, yeah, Asahi had to absorb even more from that. Ooh. Overpass put away by Mad Dog. Does the bald versus bald there. Setters are always looking around to see who's ready, who wants the ball. Karasuno fight. Oh. I like the music selection for this. It's like this fusion jazz where it's very energetic music. It's not your typical rock music all the time. Great tool by Tanaka. There's some more ball-on-ball crime. I wonder if Tanaka's going to eventually get into Mad Dog's head with all the celebrations. They're awkwardly looking at each other. Maybe an unspoken respect, mutual respect for each other. Back set to Mad Dog. Oh, he does the same thing back to him. I love it. Nice kid. Sometimes having someone do something to you makes you play even better because you want to do the same thing back. I've definitely had that feeling before. Yeah, it's kind of like Hinata, right? Hinata's a powerful hitter, but also a good decoy, just like Mad Dog. I like how they're really talking about the coach-on-coach competition. Yeah, they both know that the first one to lose confidence and start making more mistakes is going to lose this set. But I think the third set is a 25 based on what you guys told me. Ooh, this is Asahi's chance to do something about it. Oh, that was some interesting inside-out spin. This is really difficult to do as a right-handed server or hitter. Usually when you're right-handed, your ball is going to spin from right to left if I'm from the server's point of view. So if I'm passing, it's actually spinning from left to right, because it's much more natural to go from right to left if you're going to cut it. But for him to cut it inside out to where I'm hitting left to right, that's really difficult to do because that's the opposite direction that your shoulder wants to move. And for him to do it this hard is very impressive. The only person that I know, like personally, who can do that is our former opposite hitter, Jason Lee. He had this wicked whip of an arm and could spin it in both directions, and oftentimes would spin exactly like that towards area 5 or to the left side of the court. But this is very difficult to do. It's probably the most difficult type of spin serve to do. What does he mean by nice course? Like good course of the serve, like good aim, good pathway. Ooh, that's a lot of steps, a lot of power. Well handled by Seijoh. Ooh, easy put away from Turnip Head. Forgot his name. Ooh, K-pop's already back to serve again. Something's happening with this animation. It's looking a little bit lower quality. Let me rewind it. So this is a still animation. This is a still frame animation, meaning you keep one drawing and then the camera pans, so it saves you a lot of time animating. And usually for the still frames, the quality should be a lot higher in terms of the shading, the line detail, the specificity of form. But here, the drawing looks overly simplified and does not resemble the same quality as previous episodes. The characters almost look different, like even their nose shapes look a little too pointy. And then fast forward to the actual movement. Yeah, even K-pop's face looks a little different. These movements don't look as smooth as they usually do. Like, they look a little choppy. So I wonder if they hired a new animator toward the end of trying to finish this episode. Ooh, was that Tsuki? That was Tsuki? Was that Tsuki? I think everyone's celebrating. Oh my gosh, that was Tsuki and Tanaka. Oh, Tsuki switched to the outside. Whose idea was that? Was that Coach Ukai's or was that Tsuki's? Tanaka knew that he was getting tooled by Mad Dog, so he probably told Tsuki to switch. See, looks like number 16 is fighting back. Yep, he told Tanaka. But who initiated that switch? Oh, we saw the smirk from Tsuki. Okay, so what's Tsuki's idea? Tsuki's a smart player. I knew that from the beginning. Might not be the easiest teammate to get along with, but he's thinking like a lot of introverts do. Nice receiver. Let's see if Mad Dog can maintain his composure. Oh, so calm from Tsuki, and Tsuki said something. Wow. Tsuki is the reason why they came back. I don't think I've ever heard Tsuki talk on the court during live gameplay. Ooh, now Mad Dog's gonna continue to hit harder and harder and create more errors. That's what usually happens for people that cannot manage their own emotions. Yeah, when you got two bald guys going at it, it's gonna be a vicious show. And let's see if Tsuki is also gonna serve to try to get further into Mad Dog's head. Because Tsuki, probably not a powerful server, but good strategic server. That's my guess. Well timed timeout from the coach. So the score is 8-9, and Seijoh was up by a few points, and then Karasuno came back. So when should you call a timeout? Usually when you start to feel like the other team is starting to gain momentum, and that usually comes in the form of when they score a few points in a row, or their energy starts to increase more and more with each point. And so calling a timeout is a great time for your team to refocus and just take a little mental break and to try to settle down the opposing team and break some of their momentum. So very, very well timed timeout. And now we have our own timeout from the show, the halftime show. I wonder when they're going to feature Mad Dog in here. He's probably just going to stand right next to the bottle and just smash it right in front. Ooh, Mad Dog's backstory. This is going to be good. I wish our high school gyms were just open all the time to practice. Interesting that the guy that's defending Mad Dog has a little bit of facial stubble. Wonder what the choice behind that was. Okay, now these animations are back to better quality, so maybe the original animator was sick and couldn't work that day. Oh, little Mad Dog, little puppy dog. He's hooked. He wants to be like the people he looks up to. The best way to inspire somebody to want to start interest in volleyball, other than convincing them to watch Haikyuu, is to bring them to a live volleyball game, preferably a college game or a very, very, very competitive high school game. A lot of people from the outside think volleyball is just going to be like what they do at picnics, where it's just you bump the ball back and forth and it's a slow game. But when you see well-played volleyball and how powerful it is, and it's hard to even notice that on TV until you're there in person and you feel the power, you feel the athleticism, and that's a great way to plant that seed in some of the young people that you might coach, or maybe a younger brother or sister that you're trying to get into volleyball. Bring them to the game, and you never know when they get inspired by an athlete like this. His work ethic reminds me of K-pop, just endless serving. Yeah, I wonder who this guy is. Is he an upperclassman? I like how they have a lot of alumni watching the former teams. Oh, right into the net. Yeah, he's just trying to swing blindly now. Might be a good time to either take him out and give Mad Dog a chance to refocus if you really want to use him toward the end of the game. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, that was a good time to sub. That's exactly what you want to say to a player that's going to be motivated by playing time. I like that the other teammate's not afraid to try to speak to him. Oh, this teammate is really trying to push Mad Dog. Sounds like for good reasons. I like that. A teammate standing up for what he believes and not afraid to stand up to someone who's angry and aggressive. Communication. Yeah, he's not afraid to work hard. Maybe he is getting through to him. Oh, another player putting him in his place. I like it, he's just standing firm. I love it. I love number 6. I don't even know his name. Honest conversation here. Reminding him that it's about the team benefit. So he's trying to inspire him to play better for the team, not just for yourself. Oh, good read, Kageyama. Oh, and then Nishino gets to do his favorite set. And Tanaka, man, I like Tanaka. He loves that line kill just like me. Oh, Mad Dog, I feel like he's going to make an impact now that he's back in after number 6 talked to him and refocused him. Let's see whose backstory this is. Donny. Is that Mad Dog again? One thing I'm noticing is people's fear of interacting with Mad Dog, and I don't blame them. He seems to be a pretty standoff guy that just has, honestly, a lot of anger issues and trouble dealing with his own frustrations. And I really admire the courage of number 6 to be just as strong as Mad Dog is in terms of being direct and forthright. And that's the best way to get through to strong-headed people, is to be just as strong-headed. Not for the sake of butting heads or trying to be stubborn, but people who are strong-willed, they want to listen to other people who are strong-willed, right? There's a reason why they have such a strong spirit, because they have very high expectations and standards for themselves. And those type of people are often misunderstood. So instead of letting these teammates just deal with their own frustrations on their own, try to talk to these teammates and show that you're available. And if they get mad at you, be just as strong back and say, hey, don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to help. I care about you and I want you to be a part of our team. And I think once number 6 worded it in a way where he wants Mad Dog to calm down, not just because he's being angry, but because the team needs him to play his role well for the team, which is to be a power hitter. But he can't be that clutch power hitter until he's actually focused. And I can't wait to see deeper into Mad Dog's backstory. I wonder if there's even a story as to why he dyed his hair like that. Yeah, Mad Dog's calm. He's ready. But K-pop is not sure. But K-pop knows he needs Mad Dog in order to win the match. So he's got to take that risk and figure it out. This must be some open gym or club outside of the school. Yeah, there's a lot of people calling him out. So he must be an older guy to be able to talk to him like that. Oh, there we got that sharp angle hit again. That's a crazy hit. Yeah, let the team into your world. Great advice. Let's see if Mad Dog celebrates with the team. And the fact that's right, Seijoh is a team that works together. I love the parallels between the backstory and the current story. Ooh, a compliment from K-pop. Let's see if Mad Dog has a little smirk. Nah. He's too cool to smile, too angry to smile. Yeah, deeper respect for Oikawa of just trusting him, trusting Mad Dog even though he's been a little bit hot-headed. He knows how to bring him into the team. Yeah, right when Coach Ukai starts to get a little nervous, Takeda-sensei instills even more confidence. That's a great assistant coach. Taking ownership of his team. Nice swing by Hinata. Ooh, big in transition. 12-12 halfway through. We'll see if Mad Dog can maintain his focus here. Serving it easy to Nishinoya, the best passer. Oh, that's a great roll. You might think, why would a player roll after they dive for the ball? Why not just dive all the way through? Most of the time, you're going to just dive all the way through and slide across the floor. but at some angles, in order to dive and dig the ball, in the motion of trying to play the ball up, you're going to uppercut the ball, and that creates a curved edge with your arm and your back, and so it's actually a lot safer to continue that rolling motion as I'm uppercutting it. So it accomplishes two things. It keeps you safe because it helps continue the momentum instead of having the momentum go hard into the floor, and it also helps you get back on the floor a little faster because by the time you roll, you're kind of already in an upright position to stand up quickly. And the rolling dive was actually invented by the Japanese national teams, I believe back in the 50s and 60s. And you'll still see how even nowadays the Japanese national teams are still superior in their defensive technique. Well, at least they earned another ball over. Oh, but Asahi is just ready to crush it. He has fully embraced his role as the ace and has not looked back. You noticed that, right? Actually, I didn't even notice that. Asahi, ever since he had that breakthrough moment where he hit through those iron doors of Dateko, he hasn't looked back. He's continued to be the aggressor and demand the ball. Yeah, we'll see how they change the strategy for Hinata because he's just getting dug and he's going to get more and more frustrated. Maybe they should run more attacks in front of the setter instead of always behind. Yeah, you can feel like vomiting sometimes when there's that much pressure. But yeah, they gotta get this first pass so that K-pop doesn't get on a run. This is getting close to the end of the game. Ooh, nice dive by Daichi. Let's see what they do with it. Oh, it's an overpass. Can they read the offense? Yeah, setters can't be afraid to tell the hitters, hey, tell me how you want the set. And setters have to be willing to receive feedback. Oh. This is something that we just talked about during practice today with the girls team that I coach at Monroe Catholic High School. We always emphasize to use practice as an opportunity to experiment and to adjust and adapt. Don't make those changes too much during the game because during the game, the result of the ball matters a lot more. Whereas in practice, you can have a lot of those discussions and try to work on those chemistry moments. One, you have a lot more time, you have more reps to do it, and there's no penalty for making the errors that come with making those changes. So don't wait till the game to figure out these type of connections. Make sure you talk about it and figure that out during practice. It's always better to lose in practice so you can win at the game. Yeah, even Seijoh has evolved since the last scrimmage. Man, 1 point game. This is super close. But it feels like the momentum is on Seijoh's side. Even though they're only up 1 point, it feels like they're up by a lot more because of their energy. And we got Oikawa on the line. He can get a couple points. But not when you serve at Nishinoya. Utsuki's gonna do something smart with it. Oh-ho. That was a good play by Utsuki. If you want to win a joust, keep pushing through the ball and make sure the last one to touch the ball. Yeah, sometimes you just know that someone's good and you might not be able to understand why. But he's gonna say Kageyama's better. Oh, that's good encouragement. That's confidence. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta have a blind confidence in yourself. That's better than no confidence. Nice receive it. Oh, soft block. Let's see if they pick it up and convert in transition. Ooh, Hinata's determined. What's he gonna do? Jump sideways and get that free opening. Let's see if he can just snap it without falling through. Just snap it down, don't fall through so you don't hit the net if you're that close. There we go. That's exactly how you deal with it. Now I see why you guys wanted me to continue to watch, because that's a terrible place to end. Now we get to continue from the last scene. That's a good, nice tap down from Hinata, even though the set was tight. They are 1 point ahead. This is super close. Yeah, snap is about getting a better angle, downward angle, not necessarily about power. Sometimes people think snapping gives you more power, but it's your follow through that gives you power. I love how every time Hinata does something great, he's like, "Whoa, whoa, what happened?" That's true. Man, for Kageyama to sense how close Hinata is and try to adjust to him, that's K-pop status. Adjusting to your hitters. So you can probably hear and feel. Oh, that wasn't planned. So Hinata just randomly jumped sideways and just trusted that Kageyama was gonna find him. That's not a sustainable way to play, by the way. I don't even know if professionals do that last minute. Okay, now the animation is back to very high quality. You see all the shading detail now and how everyone's nose is a different shape and you got different perspectives. So the animator in episode 23 must have been sick for a day or two and they had to have a sub come in, because this is back to that really nice drawing quality. Fly. Never gets old. The absolute limit switch. Maybe if you're talking about when they switch sides halfway and both teams are pushed to the limit. Man, that was a fast set. It's like right over the middle. And this is just a back and forth crush. I love these intense scenes where it's just people trading blows like an all-out slugfest. Yeah, the old animator is definitely back. You see all that shading below the chin? And the smoothness of the lines around their face? And the sweat on Mad Dog's face? Hey, here's that number 6 dude. Oh, great defense back and forth. Interesting. I wonder why he's setting. Oh, is that left-handed from Mad Dog? Yeah, Mad Dog's athletic. I know a few people who can do that. Not many. Still curious why the light brown hair guy ended up setting that one. Nice receiver. Ooh, running that slide. Already have one here connected. Hit the angle. Oh, he changed it. There you go. Oh, just outside. Man, that slide on the floor was a really cool animation. Let's watch that again. So the tip was cool, but the sliding animation from Hinata was even cooler. That's actually not how you land, by the way, so don't try to land like that. That's just one of those really cool, unrealistic animations that looks really cool. Number 16. Number 16, Mad Dog. Yeah, now Hinata's starting to change up his swing because he gets dug in the same way. I love that the bench is everyone's engaged in this one. Oh, great dig. This is great defensive technique. So we always emphasize that you want to be balanced before the point of contact when the hitter touches the ball. Because if you're completely still by the time they contact the ball, you can actually move any direction. Where if you're still moving one way, it's going to be really hard to change direction. So that's how the right back, number 4, can't really tell who it is. That's how he's able to just quickly react and dive to the side to dig that ball up off the block, which is really hard to do. So he's balanced and then change direction quickly. The Seijoh team is silent because everyone's just tuning in and watching. Who hit that one? Is that from the middle? And that energetic jazz music is back. Never gets old. Whoever did the soundtrack for Haikyuu, I love the music selection, both for the intro, outro, and for the in-between scenes. Oh, powerful hit. Well taken care of by Daichi. Ooh, back row attack from Tanaka. That sucks when you give your hardest serve and they just pass it easily. I know the feeling. Oh, is it time? Yes, it is. It is time. It is Yamaguchi time. He is the pinch server. Man, I'm getting goosebumps. That was strange. And the fist pump from Hinata. For real, I'm actually getting goosebumps. That's how you know I am invested in this episode. I did not expect to get goosebumps when Yamaguchi subbed in. I think it's just his demeanor, his body language. He's just so determined. Oh, and he got an encouraging word from his friend and the man who says nothing else to anybody except for Yamaguchi. And he already knows he's going to get it in. He's got the confidence, he's got the swag, he's got the face. Ooh, you see it wobbling, and he's aiming at Mad Dog. Oh, is it rising? Oh, that happened to me so many times. Remember how float serves do not have predictable trajectories. So even though they're not moving as fast as a jump serve, they happen to wobble a little bit, and I think Haikyuu is doing a great job animating that. This has happened to the best of us, even the most professional Olympians out there. We feel like you got a read on the ball, and at the last second it rises or drops or does something crazy, but in this scene in particular, it rises and slips out of the fingers. So how do you prevent this from happening? It's hard to do this under pressure and as like a last minute decision, but when you're hand passing, you usually want to try to attack the ball because you want to get to the ball before the ball changes direction at the last second. So what Mad Dog should have done here is once he makes the read, he needs to step forward and really try to beat the ball before the ball gets past him and gets the better of him. So then it slips through the fingers. Let's see if they make any changes. Good hustle by the other guy though to try to save the poor pass. Oh, he did save it. Wow. Ooh, but they're gonna run their offense. Synchronized attack like fusion. Oh, even better dig again from number 4. Maki. tip, but red, he's gonna read by Daichi. Oh, not that time. K-pop looks extra happy every time the ball drops in front of Kageyama. Yeah, he enjoys defense even more. Can we enjoy this drawing for a moment? Let's analyze the expression of his eyes. First of all, we know that the human eye is actually not shaped like that. It's almost shaped like an alien. But the reason why an illustrator or an anime would draw something like that is to communicate the expression and the emotion of the character. So right now he feels like a wild animal, like a beast on the court. So my guess is they're trying to make him look more demonic, more beastly, like he has some extra power driving him. And then you got all those extra wrinkled lines to show that he's just really intense facial expression, and beautiful shadows illustrated around the nose and the cheekbones to communicate the form of the face. And look at those eyebrows, man. Those are some mean, mad eyebrows, super inverted, completely straight down. And even look at the way that the sweat drops are falling. They're falling in a curved shape to continue to emphasize the form of a human head, like the sweat is actually dripping down, but on a curve, because our faces aren't flat, so the sweat drops would not be going straight down. That's why they're dropping in a curve. This artist, man, I know a lot of you guys were saying that season 4 of the animation is going to be bad. I'm really going to miss the season 3 animation. Hopefully season 5 they're back to their normal good quality animation. Ooh, and he got that sweat dripping from the chin. Oh darn, yeah, Yamaguchi is disappointed because he did give a great serve. That was a pinch serve. Yeah, K-pop recognizes his improvement too. That's how you know you've changed, when the opponent recognizes it. Yeah, compliments from a coach go a very long way. Well, if the game is going to be this close, maybe they might end up rotating all the way around again, and then Yamaguchi can serve when it's like 28-28 or 30-30. Because at this rate, it looks like they're just trading points. Yeah, just back and forth. Yeah, if they can trade 1 point at a time, Yamaguchi can come in at around 28 points. 29. Of course, K-pop always seems to be serving in the most opportune, clutch moments. But I love it, they are ready. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's a repeat animation. They cheated. This time it's in. In a perfect place. Back corner. Uh-oh, the animation got worse. I think the current animator might be sick again. Yeah, K-pop's face looks a little different. Good timeout. Do not let K-pop get on a run. Oh, plus it's Seijoh up 24-22. Yeah, let's see what their strategy is. Maybe pass with 4 people to try to narrow the space in between and give K-pop a different look. Sometimes you have to do that when you just simply can't get to the ball fast enough on a really, really hard serve. I've been there before, where you feel that you can't watch the next play because it's too nerve-wracking. Let's see, come on, Karasuno. Don't let that bruise on your face go to waste. Who's visualizing this? Daichi, all the training coming down to this moment. Oh, great fall away. Oh man. Sometimes you just gotta get the ball up. Man, even Shimizu is impressed. And you gotta set your go-to hitter to put the ball away. Man, that was a great pass by Daichi. Let's see if they can tie it up. Who's on the service line? The scorekeepers are into this too. That's how you know it's a good game. Suga. Let's see what Suga's gonna... Oh. Suga's gonna find Mad Dog, serve short. Let's see if he sets Kageyama again. Let's see if Seijoh understands this game plan. Man, this is like a chess game. This is such good coaching from both sides. Or unless Seijoh thinks Suga's gonna set Kageyama like last time, and Suga might try to do the opposite, like maybe set Hinata on the left side because the blockers might be following Kageyama. Oh, he's whispering to Kageyama maybe to tell him, like, to trick them into thinking that they're gonna set Kageyama. Maybe Kageyama is not pleased with the service plan. Yeah, then you gotta take a chance. Oh. And that deep cross corner. That's a ballsy serve. Ooh. That's an interesting play. They serve their best player to take him out, but they're gonna read the play and try to block Mad Dog. Tsuki's there. Come on, someone go in. Oh, Hinata with the dive block. Oh, that's a clutch save all the way in the back line. No way. Did he block that in? Oh, that is just a gut instinct. Tsuki, of course. Oh, he's supposed to do that. Hey, if Tsuki says something, that means he's impressed. Wow, 2-2. Wow, Mad Dog said sorry. That shows that he is starting to develop that team mentality. Man, K-pop wishes he had Hinata on his team. Someone that athletic and that easy to set. Ooh, he's serving their best player again and taking him out of the hitting. Great strategy. Another soft block from Hinata. Suga's gonna come in for the save. He's determined. I love it. You need that veteran experience to just pick up the dirt. Oh, this is the chance to run Kageyama as the... Oh, Kageyama gets the set. That's right. Because Suga just dug it. Oh. Sold to everybody. Everyone's already smiling. Oh, K-pop is just determined. Oh, he just missed the pancake. I thought he was going to get that. And so perfect. Kageyama gets to look down on K-pop. How poetic that the great king gets to look up. But you can't help but feel bad just a little bit for K-pop because how hard he's worked just to be in the same position again. I wonder if Suga told him to dump, or whether that was just a gut feeling from Kageyama. Oh man, this guy is determined. Those were some intense eyes. 1 point difference. Let's see if Karasuno can finish it. We get to see Seijoh's game plan. I'm happy that someone like Suga is actually continuing to make an impact even on some of the more intense games, not just for the easy ones. Was K-pop also trained by Grandpa Ukai?
自分より優れた何かを持っている人間は生まれた時点で自分とは違っている。
Yeah, who is this mysterious character? My guess it's Grandpa Ukai. And K-pop travels all the way to get coached by him. But he doesn't talk like Grandpa Ukai. Grandpa Ukai talks a little more gruff. By genius, I think they mean very talented. I think that's an important lesson to learn, and this is so reflective of the Japanese women's and men's national teams, that even if you're not born with incredible height, speed, and power, you can still go very, very far with a disciplined training and a determined mindset of where you want to be. You just can't get there in the same way that other people who've been born with greater gifts get there.
才能の開花のチャンスをつかむのは今日かもしれない。もしくは明日か明後日か来年か。
Now he's starting to get philosophical.
30歳になってからかも。
Yeah, he's probably just saying now's the time. He's tired of just working against this wall that he can't move. That's right. I like K-pop's determination. This is tough. Both teams are doing all the right things and just as determined. Both teams deserve to win. And that's the hard thing about sports, is that you gotta have one loser, even if both people play their best. Yeah, that was some clutch serving from Suga. He wasn't thinking about missing. He just doing his job. The game plan was to serve their best hitter, take him out of his approach, and execute it. But let's see if they hide their best hitter. I forgot his name already. Iwazumi? Let's go, Suga. Who are you going to serve? You going to serve the same person? Oh, there we go. Yeah, serving him short. Taking his approach out. Oh, great dig from Tanaka. I love Tanaka's reactions. Oh, are they gonna run the back set to Kageyama? Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, Kageyama's gonna go all out. He's gonna try to set somebody from there. He's gonna just bump it high and say, put this ball away. Oh, that is a great set. That's ballsy. Not enough time for Karasuno to react. I love his work ethic. That's poetic. Oh, damn, that was an amazing move by Oikawa. Oh, and an even bit better save from Tanaka. Man, this is just non-stop. Oh, who's gonna do just an off-play attack? Man, this is intense. I love that Asahi just went for it, because oh, even Mad Dog is invested in this play. He's not giving up. Oh, yes, sometimes that happens. You get that. Damn it, how lame. That's funny. Sometimes you get that lucky. Oh, come on, Hinata. He's going full force. This is Hinata's moment. I love it. Oh, he's going to swing around and give him a shoot set because Hinata's just demanding it. Who is he going to set? Is that the Hinata? I can't tell from this scene. Maybe Hinata's just going to crush it on the top of his hand. Yeah, that's it. The weakest part of the block. He's going to crush it. Oh, Oikawa in the way. Oh, so close. Let's see if anyone can dig it. Now, honestly, I'm actually starting to feel a little bad for Oikawa. Oh, man. Good job, Hinata. That was intense. Wait for the scream. Oh, man, that was such a crazy rally. That was amazing. Now Kageyama gets to officially say, I beat the Great King. Let's see what their post-game interaction looks like. It's okay, Uno. So, I want to introduce you guys to somebody. This is my cat, Uno. He's a one-eyed kitty, and we got him at the shelter during the pandemic. I brought him here because he was making a little ruckus outside the door. And he's usually my work kitty, which means he kind of sits by me as I'm editing videos and stuff. Like, he likes to sit on the desk. So I felt bad because I've been in the room for almost like a little bit over like an hour and a half with the door closed. Usually he's just walking around while I'm shooting stuff. But today was a longer episode, so I had to be a little bit more focused and not get interrupted. Yeah, he's okay now. I just let him in the room. So you probably heard some loud noises of him probably running into the chair or knocking something over. So anyways, here are my immediate thoughts about, my brain's kind of fried from watching 2 episodes in a row. Here's my immediate reaction to episode 23 and 24. Just when you think you've seen the best rallies, this last rally was just mind-blowing. And I know the moves seem really crazy, but these things actually happen in real volleyball games. I've seen setters fall away and set a crazy quick set to the outside or the middle. I mean, look at the Brazilian national team setter, Bruno. He does that on the regular. And of course, all these one-arm saves and digs, you see that. And I want to go back to my thought on Oikawa and how I actually have started developing more empathy for him over the last 2 episodes. Learning a little bit more about his backstory, but also how he truly has worked so hard to get to where he is. And I've always recognized that, but something about these last 2 episodes have made me remember all the heartache that goes into working so hard for something and still not getting the result that you want. Yes, you became such a great player, and yes, you've won a lot of games out there, but the wins that you truly want, they just keep eluding you, and I can completely identify that. This happened to us at USAV Nationals 2 years ago, where we had a chance to get into the gold division, and we were up, and it was just my long-term dream to be in men's AA gold division, and I've been dreaming about that for so many years. And we're actually up in the second set to try to close out the set, and we ended up losing in 3, and we had a chance to finish, but things didn't work out that way. And it really does feel like you've been training 3 to 4 years for that one moment, and to have that one moment just be so close and then to slip away. And I think that last animation where he's reading what Hinata's doing and he's almost there and the ball just gets out of your hand, and you're just kind of frozen there reflecting on, man, did that just really happen? Did I really just lose the last point of the match? So I can't wait to see the interaction between Kageyama and Oikawa. My guess is that Oikawa is going to give him the respect that Kageyama deserves, that Kageyama has finally proved himself and earned Oikawa's respect. For a moment there, I really thought that Seijoh was going to win, and I thought that Karasuno was just going to have another story of overcoming for another tournament to be better. And because we learned a lot more about Mad Dog's development and story, and how he started to change his mindset to become more of a team player, favors Seijoh more to win because of Mad Dog's backstory and character development throughout the last 2 episodes. I was secretly hoping that the game would continue to be back and forth and that Yamaguchi would actually get a chance to come back on the court again to serve the game winning point, and that would have just been another level of development for him. But I'm so proud of him because the one shot he did get, he just had laser focus and determination to be the pinch server for his team, and he was not going to let his team down. And even though he only got 1 point, he did his job and he did it really well. I also love how Tsuga continues to contribute in really difficult moments just as a sub, to go in to serve a couple balls, to dig this player, to set this player. And you need veterans like that, even if they're not starters, because they're usually going to be the most composed and understand the team benefit of just simply executing the game plan and not making it about yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to say bye, Uno. We'll see you in the next one. Or you want to say, let's get this Haikyuu party started. Alright, say bye. There you go. High five to everybody.